Every level of celebrity fame explained.
Level 1, the clout chasers.
The bottom feeders of fame. These people are famous for absolutely nothing, and everyone knows it. But here's the twisted part. They're making more money than doctors while slowly destroying their own sanity.
The way the red carpets work is before the actual red carpet, there's a giant line of all of the talent. I say talent very loosely. I have zero talent.
Let me tell you about Tana Mongeau. This girl literally built a multi-million-dollar empire by lying about meeting Zendaya at a meet and greet, then doubling down when she got caught. Her whole business model is manufacturing chaos. Fake relationships with YouTubers for views? Check. Scamming fans with a convention that was literally an empty warehouse? Check. Getting married to Jake Paul in Vegas for content, then divorcing him on camera? Double check. But here's what nobody talks about. Tana has admitted she can't leave her apartment without having panic attacks because someone's always filming her. She's trapped in her own content. The persona that made her millions is literally eating her alive from the inside.
1 week ago, I uploaded a video to my YouTube channel titled Tati. This video was a direct response to the video that Tati Westbrook uploaded to her channel titled By Sister.
James Charles is even more tragic. Dude lost 3 million subscribers in 48 hours because his entire career was built on drama, not talent. When Tati Westbrook dropped that video accusing him of predatory behavior, his whole empire crumbled in real time. The comeback is only possible because he's stuck at level 1. Higher level celebrities would never survive that kind of accusation. Logan Paul literally filmed a deceased person in Japan's forest.
Well, it could be because one of my classmates in the junior high school, he really himself.
No!
Yeah,
and somehow spun it into a career boost. The apology video got more views than most movies get box office sales. But the psychological cost is Logan's admitted to having dark thoughts. And most of these creators burn out before 25.
Hey, 87! Welcome back to our channel, guys.
What's going on,
The Ace family, Austin McBroom and Catherine Pace, are the perfect example of level 1 desperation. They've scammed fans with cryptocurrency, fake boxing matches, and pyramid schemes.
I'm feeling all type of emotions right now. I'm sad. I'm mad.
But they keep doing it because they have no other skills. When the YouTube money stops, what else can they do? Austin was a failed basketball player. Catherine was a struggling model. Their entire identity is wrapped up in being family YouTubers, even as their actual family falls apart behind the scenes. And here's the kicker. Level 1 celebrities can make $10 to $50 million, but they're still one algorithm change away from poverty. YouTube could demonetize them tomorrow, TikTok could ban their account, and suddenly they're nobody. No protection, no real team, no backup plan. Just pure chaos until the internet gets bored and moves on.
Level 2, the one-hit wonders.
These people caught lightning in a bottle once and have been desperately trying to recreate that magic ever since. But here's what makes level 2 particularly tragic. They have just enough success to remember what it felt like to be on top.
7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs.
Rebecca Black's Friday wasn't just a bad song. It was a cultural phenomenon that accidentally made her famous at 13. The song was so terrible, it transcended music and became a meme. But here's the heartbreaking part. Rebecca actually became a really talented artist. She's released genuinely good music, but nobody cares. She'll forever be the Friday girl. The damage of peak fame at 13? Rebecca was bullied so severely that she was homeschooled and had extremely dark thoughts because millions of people told a literal child that she was terrible. And the song wasn't even her idea. Her mom paid $4,000 to make it as a birthday gift.
Open Gangnam Style.
Psy's Gangnam Style literally broke YouTube's view counter. The site had to upgrade their systems because they never expected a video to get over 2 billion views. Psy performed for world leaders and made K-pop globally relevant for the first time. But that success destroyed his artistic credibility in Korea. Before Gangnam Style, Psy was considered a serious satirical artist. After it went global, Korean critics wrote him off as a sellout. His follow-up singles flopped internationally, and he was trapped between two worlds, too commercial for Korea, too foreign for America. The brutal reality of level 2. These celebrities become prisoners of their own success. They're famous enough to be recognized everywhere, but not powerful enough to control their narrative or evolve their image.
He's climbing in your windows, he's snatching your people up, trying to rape them, so y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife.
Antoine Dodson from the Bed Intruder song made hundreds of thousands from that auto-tuned news interview. But what happened next? He couldn't transition that into sustainable fame. The internet moved on, the memes passed, and he was left with a brief moment of viral success that actually made his life harder, not easier. But sometimes, rarely, someone breaks out.
Why men great till they gotta be great? Woo. I just took a DNA test.
Lizzo was basically a one-hit wonder with Truth Hurts, a song that was actually 3 years old when it went viral, thanks to Netflix's Someone Great. Most artists would have fumbled that moment, but Lizzo leveraged it perfectly. She had already spent years building her skills, so when the spotlight hit, she was ready to sustain it. That's the rare level 2 to level 5 jump that almost nobody manages. Most level 2 celebrities spend decades chasing their one moment instead of building something new. They're haunted by their own success, constantly comparing everything to their peak.
Level 3. The niche royalty.
This level is where things get really interesting. These people are absolute gods in their specific domain, but practically invisible outside of it. They have more influence than many A-list celebrities, but your parents have never heard of them.
Something has changed. What is it? Ding, 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 ding! Camera quality!
PewDiePie has 111 million subscribers, has made tens of millions, and influenced an entire generation. His videos have been watched over 28 billion times, but he can still walk through most cities completely unrecognized. He's simultaneously one of the most famous and anonymous people on the planet. The power dynamics at level 3 are insane. PewDiePie's opinion can make or destroy gaming careers. When he plays a game, its sales increase by 500% overnight. He has more direct influence over youth culture than most politicians, but operates completely outside traditional media structures.
Would you risk Birdie Life for $500,000?
Yes, let's do it, man.
Okay, good luck, man. You're brave.
Mr. Beast, Jimmy Donaldson, is trying to break out of level 3 right now, and watching it happen is like seeing someone evolve in real time. He started giving away thousands, then hundreds of thousands, then millions. His latest videos cost more to produce than Hollywood movies. He's created an entire economy around extreme generosity, employing hundreds of people and revolutionizing YouTube content. But here's what's crazy about Mr. Beast. He's 27 years old and already has more liquid cash to throw around than most Fortune 500 CEOs. When he says he's going to give away $1 million, he actually does it immediately on camera. Traditional celebrities do charity galas and tax write-offs. Mr. Beast just hands people life-changing money for content. Joe Rogan represents a different kind of level 3 power. The Joe Rogan Experience is the most influential media platform in America for men aged 18 to 45. A 3-hour conversation with Joe can be worth more than a $10 million marketing campaign. The trade-off for level 3 celebrities, they're kings of their castles, but the castles have walls. PewDiePie tried to break into mainstream media with his YouTube Red series. It flopped. Most attempts by digital native celebrities to cross over into traditional media fail because the audiences and expectations are completely different. But level 3 celebrities are realizing they don't need to level up. Why would PewDiePie want Hollywood control when he makes 8 figures being independent?
Level 4. The household names.
This is where fame stops being about talent and starts being about brand mastery. Level 4 celebrities are known by everyone from 8 to 80, but they're famous for being famous just as much as for their actual work.
It's cold.
Look, we got a big match coming up, and I know what you're worried about.
Ryan Reynolds has perfected this game better than anyone. Think about it. When's the last time you saw him in a genuinely great movie? Deadpool was good, but most of his filmography is forgettable. Yet he's one of the most recognizable faces on the planet and commands $20 million per film. How? He's not selling movies anymore. He's selling Ryan Reynolds' trademark, the sarcastic, self-aware, regular guy who just happens to be married to Blake Lively. Every social media post is carefully crafted to seem spontaneous. Every interview is designed to generate quotable moments. He's even turned business investments into entertainment. His aviation gin commercials are mini movies that people actually want to watch. But here's the secret. That authentic personality is as manufactured as any corporate product. Reynolds has writers crafting his off-the-cuff tweets. His public feuds with celebrities are coordinated PR campaigns.
I think everybody thinks that they've witnessed my most embarrassing moments because I fell on my face.
Jennifer Lawrence mastered this formula for years with the relatable celebrity angle, tripping at award shows, talking about pizza and reality TV, being just like us despite being a millionaire movie star. It worked perfectly until she tried to get political and serious. Suddenly, fans didn't want relatable Jen, they wanted entertaining Jen. The lesson? Level 4 celebrities are loved for their persona, not necessarily their humanity.
And I made those movies, and I liked them, and they were fun, and some were really good and did well, and some not so good.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson might be the ultimate level 4 celebrity. He's the highest paid actor in Hollywood, but let's be honest, he's not a great actor. He's great at being The Rock. Every movie is essentially the same. The Rock saves the day while being motivational and charismatic. Fast and Furious, Jumanji, Black Adam, different plots, same performance, same massive box office. But The Rock understands something crucial. Consistency breeds trust, and trust sells everything. He's not just selling movies. celebrities. He's selling energy drinks, headphones, tequila, and a lifestyle brand worth hundreds of millions. When The Rock endorses something, people buy it because they trust the brand he's built around discipline, positivity, and hard work. What separates level 4 from lower levels? Institutional protection. When lower celebrities mess up, it's career ending. When The Rock's energy drink failed, nobody cared. Level 4 celebrities have teams of publicists, managers, agents, and crisis management specialists whose only job is protecting the brand. They have relationships with media executives, studio heads, and network presidents. They're not just entertainers anymore. They're businesses worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and businesses that big don't fail quietly. And here's the really dark part. Fans don't actually want authenticity from level 4 celebrities. They want the illusion of authenticity. When these stars try to be real, messy, complicated, human, audiences often reject them. The public wants aspirational figures, not actual people.
Level 5. The cultural icons.
This is where celebrities stop being entertainers and become institutions. They don't just reflect culture, they shape it, control it, and sometimes completely redefine it.
You seem so darn calm.
I don't know why I wasn't nervous. I'm honestly more nervous about having you here than I am about that.
Oprah isn't just a media personality. She's a cultural force that can alter American society with a single show. When she recommended a book, it would immediately become a bestseller, sometimes selling millions overnight. Authors would structure entire careers around hoping for Oprah's book club selection. But Oprah's real power was deeper. She could end careers with a single interview or launch them into the stratosphere. When she had Tom Cruise jumping on couches, it made him look unhinged and damaged his career for years. When she interviewed Lance Armstrong about doping allegations, his confession ended his legacy and cost him hundreds of millions.
Did you ever take banned substances to enhance your cycling performance?
Yes.
The scary thing about Oprah's influence, she shaped American women's worldview for decades. Millions of people formed opinions about relationships, spirituality, health, and politics based on what they saw on her show.
Welcome to our very last show. I walked out here 19 years ago and I said that this is the start of a relationship.
Ellen DeGeneres represents the dark side of level 5 fame. For nearly 2 decades, Be Kind wasn't just Ellen's catchphrase. It was a brand worth nearly $1 billion. The Ellen DeGeneres Show, her production companies, her endorsement deals, her real estate investments, all built on the image of America's nicest celebrity. When the workplace toxicity stories broke in 2020, it wasn't just Ellen who fell. An entire empire crumbled. Hundreds of employees lost their jobs, production companies folded, and billions of dollars in value evaporated. But here's what's fascinating. The allegations weren't about Ellen directly being cruel to fans or guests. They were about her staff creating a toxic work environment while she remained willfully ignorant. This reveals something crucial about level 5. These celebrities become so insulated from reality, they lose touch with what made them successful. Ellen became a brand managed by executives and producers. She probably had no idea what was happening on her own set. The ultimate level 5 paradox. These celebrities become so powerful that conventional consequences stop applying. They're too big to fail, too connected to ignore, too important to cancel completely.
Level 6. The Untouchables.
At this level, celebrities transcend normal human rules. They don't need to be likable, relatable, or even visible. They just need to exist, and their existence alone shapes reality around them.
I want to thank God, oh my God, that I'm able to still do what I love after so many years.
Beyoncé hasn't done a traditional interview in over a decade, but she can break the internet with a single Instagram post. When she announced her pregnancy with twins, it became the most liked Instagram post in history. When she releases albums with no warning, they immediately go #1. Beyoncé's become so iconic, she's essentially above criticism. The Bayhive will defend her against any perceived slight with religious fervor. She's not just a celebrity, she's a symbol, and symbols are untouchable. But the cost? Beyoncé can never be human again. She can't have bad hair days, can't give mediocre performances, can't express normal emotions without it becoming international news. She's trapped in perfection. Jay-Z represents different level 6 power, the power to rewrite your own history. He's had public feuds, cheated publicly, yet maintained his position as rap royalty. When the elevator incident with Solange happened, it could have destroyed a lesser celebrity. For Jay-Z, it became content for his next album. Level 6 isn't just fame, it's the ability to control the narrative around your life. Jay-Z's been accused of everything, but none of it sticks because his fame is bigger than any controversy.
You know, you're a father. Sure. I'm a father. You know, I always wanted to be a father.
Tom Cruise might be the most fascinating level 6 celebrity. He's been publicly associated with Scientology for decades, had 3 public divorces, had bizarre outbursts that should have ended careers multiple times. And yet, he's still Tom Cruise, action hero. Top Gun, Maverick made over $1 billion. Mission Impossible movies still dominate. Hollywood executives still line up to work with him because Tom Cruise the brand is separate from Tom Cruise the person. This is the ultimate level 6 superpower, the ability to compartmentalize your public image so completely that your personal controversies don't affect your professional success. Regular people can't separate art from artist, but level 6 celebrities exist in a space where those normal rules don't apply. The dark truth about level 6 is that these celebrities often become prisoners of their own mythology. They're surrounded by yes men who tell them they can do no wrong. They live in bubbles so complete that normal human feedback disappears. Michael Jackson became so isolated by his fame that reality became negotiable. When you haven't heard no in 20 years, you start to believe you're actually invincible.
Level 7. The legends.
These people have transcended celebrity and become immortal cultural figures. They're not just famous, they've become part of human mythology itself. When David Bowie passed in 2016, the global reaction wasn't just grief, it was mourning for the loss of human creativity itself. Bowie didn't just make music, he created entire personas that influenced fashion, art, and identity for generations. Ziggy Stardust, the Thin White Duke, each era was like a different artist. What makes Bowie truly level 7? His influence keeps growing after passing. New artists constantly cite him as inspiration. His visual aesthetic influences fashion designers who weren't born when he was creating his most important work. Michael Jackson represents the most complex level 7 case. Even with controversies, he's still the king of pop. His music still plays at every celebration. Thriller is still the best-selling album of all time. His dance moves are still imitated by kids who weren't born when he passed. His posthumous fame has actually grown. The This Is It documentary made $260 million worldwide. His estate has made over $2 billion since 2009. New generations keep discovering his music through streaming platforms. Princess Diana achieved level 7 through perfect combination of tragedy, timing, and symbolism. She passed young, beautiful, and sympathetic. But Diana is more famous now than when she was alive. Her son's weddings become global events partly because of her presence and absence. The Beatles broke up over 50 years ago, but teenage girls still discover them and fall in love the same way they did in 1964. That's not nostalgia. That's timeless cultural impact. They're not just a band. They're the template for what bands can become. Here's the dark truth about level 7. You usually have to pass away to get there, and the machine that creates legends often destroys the humans in the process. Many iconic figures are more famous deceased than they ever were alive because their passing froze them at their peak. The few who achieve level 7 while living, like Dolly Parton or Morgan Freeman, are treated like living saints. They've transcended normal celebrity rules entirely. Here's what nobody talks about. Each level extracts a specific price from your humanity, and most celebrities don't realize what they've lost until it's too late. Level 1 to 3 celebrities sacrifice privacy and mental health for relevance. They become content generators, constantly performing their lives for public consumption. The line between authentic self and public persona disappears. Level 4 to 5, celebrities sacrifice authenticity for protection. They become brands managed by committees, every statement vetted, every appearance planned. They feel disconnected from themselves because the successful version isn't actually them. Level 6 to 7 celebrities sacrifice their humanity for immortality. They become symbols, but the actual person gets lost. They're surrounded by people who worship the symbol rather than knowing the human. The most disturbing part, fans don't actually love celebrities. They love what celebrities represent: success, beauty, escape from ordinary life. When celebrities try to be real humans with problems, audiences often reject them because they want fantasy, not humanity. The celebrity system is changing faster than ever. Social media has democratized fame but made it more volatile. You can become famous overnight but be canceled just as quickly. Traditional gatekeepers are losing power to algorithms. A TikTok creator can get more views than a Super Bowl commercial, but the psychological costs remain the same, maybe worse because feedback is more immediate and brutal. New celebrities are building different relationships with fame, creating direct audience connections through platforms they control. Whether this works long-term remains to be seen. One thing hasn't changed. The higher you climb this ladder, the less human you become. And once you reach the top, there's nowhere to go but down, or into legend status, which might be the loneliest place of all. So which celebrity do you think I completely got wrong? Which level would you actually want to be at? Drop your takes in the comments because we're about to start some serious debates. And if you want to see how other industries create their own power hierarchies, hit that subscribe button. This rabbit hole goes way deeper than just Hollywood, and we're just getting started.